Hey guys, welcome to another Star Wars figure review. This time I'll be looking at the Target exclusive Search for Luke Skywalker Battle Pack. So first off, let's take a look at the packaging here. As you can see in the top right, you have the Only at Target sticker. And in the background, we have some Rebel soldiers just chilling with a medical droid, and I believe this is at Echo Base. At the left side, you have another Rebel soldier on a Tauntaun. So that's very cool. Got some random equipment laying around, and a 3D pillar effect with a second layer of cardboard. So that's very cool. At the back, we have something very similar, except we have images of the figures that are included. So here is a Han Solo's Tauntaun, here's the Rebel soldier, and here's Han Solo himself. Very cool. Again, same background. At the left side here, we have a bio about this particular scene. At the top right, we have some film strip that has images from this specific scene. So yeah, that's very cool. Anyways, let's move on to the figures. So here we have the Rebel Soldier. He's nothing new. He's a repack, I believe. And anyways, he's still pretty cool. Let's take a closer look. For articulation, his head is on a ball joint. He has ball hinged shoulders, elbows, and swivel forearms. He has a swivel at the waist, swivel legs, ball hinged knees, and ankles. So very good articulation on this guy. For accessories, his backpack can come off. His pegs back in like so. He also comes with this Rebel blaster, which has a gunmetal color to it, and the strap is black with silver paint applications. It's very cool and nicely detailed as always. At the side here, you get his blaster pistol. Again, gunmetal gray. It's very small. I'm trying to get the image. Or the little thing in the camera. Anyways, here it is. And that just stores back in his holster, like so. He also comes with this thing. I'm not really sure what it is. If you know, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, it's silver. It's got a fat handle, so you gotta really widen your figure's hands to hold this. But anyways, very small. I think it's like a sensor of some sort. Anyways, has red paint application. And very cool. Never seen it before. So yeah, there's that. And last but not least, you can remove his cloth / hat thingy, and he will look just like this. So very cool head sculpt. Kind of reminds me of Matt Damon from the Bourne Identity movies. I don't know. Yeah, very cool. Very good army builder. And finally, let's take a look at the Han Solo figure, which I have him riding the Tauntaun very heroically. So that's very cool. Anyways, let's take him off. And here he is. Let me just straighten him up a little bit. I believe he's a new figure. He has updated articulation. And very nice detail as well. So let's take a look. Right, so for articulation, his head is on a ball joint. He has ball hinge shoulders, elbows, and swivel forearms. He has a swivel waist. He has ball hinged legs, so he could ride the Tauntaun, like so. So that's very cool. Ball hinged knees and ball hinged ankles. For accessories, his hat can come off, like so. It doesn't really fit in because his hood gets in the way of the hat, so it really doesn't go on, but still looks cool. And if you want to remove his head, the hood does come off, And, since this shares the same body as the old Han Solo with Hoth gear, which I'll show you. Here he is. He's just a darker shade of blue. But anyways, if you want him wearing a hood, you can swap the heads, and you can have that. But again, different shade of blue, if you can see. But nonetheless, same torso. Anyways, moving on, he does come with his blaster pistol, which you can hold very nicely. It's just solid black. And you can store it on the holster, like so. So that's pretty much the Han Solo figure. Got his hat right here. And one thing I forgot to mention is that he has soft goods at the bottom of his coat, and same thing with the Rebel Trooper, or Rebel Soldier, whatever you want to call it. They both have soft goods. So very cool. Very nice Han Solo figure. And last but not least, let's move on to the Tauntaun. Never really reviewed anything like this. So anyways, let's take a look at the figure. Very large. There's comparison with the packaging, and comparison with the figure. So yes, pretty big. That's what she said. Anyways, yeah, don't really know what to do next. Let's go with articulation. For his head, he has a ball hinge, which you can see right here. It allows him to turn, look up and down. For his arms, he has ball hinge shoulders, like so. And for his hips, he also has ball hinged articulation, which allows him to move his thigh inward towards his body, if you can see that. That's very cool. And his last piece of articulation is on his ankles, which are also ball hinged. So pretty good articulation on this guy. And yeah, as you can see, he has a little, what do you call it? Let's just say a rope that goes around his head, which the rider can hold on to. And he also comes with a saddle, which has very nice detail, by the way. It's brown, got all the straps painted in, got the equipment, such as bags. And it's very cool. This whole Tauntaun is very nicely painted, so you can see the different shades of fur and whatnot. It's got his claws. Anyways, you can take off the saddle by unhooking this piece from the tabs, same here, and it just slides off like so. And here you have the saddle. Again, let's take a closer look. Hollow underneath. And you also have this parts where the rider can slip his feet into. So that's very cool. Now if you're wondering, you all know that you can fit your little figures in the belly. Fortunately, for this battle pack, it does not open. You can still see the creases and whatnot. However, I've managed to, let's see, get my little hobby knife bit right here. I managed to pry the belly open, like so. And I have opened this once, so see if I can get it a second time. It's pretty difficult, I believe. But, yep, there you go. Pry it open. The reason why it's so hard to get open is because it's been glued down. As you can see, I haven't totally ripped mine off, but there's still glue around the edges there. I didn't fully take it off. But anyways, you could open it up still with a little hobby knife. As you can see, I didn't use the sharp end. I used the other side to pry it open. So take note of that. Anyways, let's take a look inside. there's nothing. It's a very small space. I highly doubt you can put a figure in here. Let's take Han Solo and shove him in there. Yeah, he's sure is warm. Anyways, that's still cool. But if you really want to put a figure in there, you can't. Yeah, no, not really any much internal detail. It's just all white. You can move this whole section if you like. But luckily, I have a Ewok, specifically Wicket. Let's see if you can fit in here. Alright. Not quite. Almost. Just barely. Yeah, for all those who are wondering if the new Han Solo Tauntaun will open up, it does not. Unless you pry it open like I did. So yeah, there you go. Sorry if this review is pretty sloppy. It's my first time, or in a while, to do a battle pack, and I usually take a lot of cuts. So there you have it. The price for this thing was $25. I guess it's a pretty good price. It is a very cool battle pack. I believe it's out in Target right now. Well, it is out on Target right now because I got it. Along with Luke Skywalker's Tauntaun Vintage Collection and the Land Speeder, which I also have. So that's about it. And thanks for watching.